Hey there, welcome back to my channel. My name is Heather and I am a realtor with Real Living Suburban Lifestyle Real Estate here in the beautiful state of Massachusetts. If you've seen some of my prior videos, you know that I mainly talk about local towns, suburbs of greater Boston. And today I'm going to talk about something a little bit different, but I still think it's super beneficial for anyone who is considering making a move either within or to Massachusetts. So today I'm going to talk about some of the I think I'll probably stick with just 5 just to keep the video short, but just some of my favorite local preschools because if you've seen my videos, you also know that I am a mom of 2 toddlers. So I've done my research on local preschools and daycares and things like that. So I just thought it might be a cool video to film to just kind of give you my first person perspective, real person perspective of what I thought of the schools and, my conversations with other local moms that I've had about their experiences at the schools too. So in no particular order, I'm just gonna dive into 5 of my favorite local preschools for the southeastern greater Boston, Massachusetts area. Okay, so I am going to dive right into this list. I do have a little cheat sheet here but I do not have the memory to memorize all of these things off the top of my head, so bear with me if you see me looking at my little cheat sheet of preschools here. So the first one I'm going to recommend, and again in no particular order, is the Barnyard School in Mansfield. So this one has a program for infants, toddlers, and then pre-K. So if you are looking for something that you can have like your preschooler attend, and also if you have an infant and you're looking for more of like a daycare situation, this would definitely be a great option. The infants they take are 6 weeks, and that program is 6 weeks to 15 months, and then they break it down to toddlers, which is 15 months to 2.9 years old, not 20. And then the preschool program is 2.9 to 6 years old. So you can do a full day preschool program or a half day preschool program, but you cannot do a half day program for any of the others. So for example, if you had a toddler that you wanted to send half day and a preschooler that you want to send half day, you'd have to send your toddler for like a full day and pay for it, and then just take them out half day. And so, but it's a great school, and I mean, I highly recommend it. Full disclosure, my daughter just graduated from there, and they were wonderful. So I great things to say about Barnyard. I think it's an awesome school, and I would, if my son wanted to go, I would have sent him too, but he wanted to stay home with me for a bit longer. Okay, second program I'm going to talk about is Project Early Preschool at the Borough Elementary. So this comes back more down to Foxborough. I know a lot of other towns, they do have preschools within their public school system, but I'm just only talking about Foxborough today just because that's where I live and that's what I've researched. So they do have the Project Early Preschool. It is only for Foxborough residents, and it is through a lottery. So if you do live in Foxborough and you have a preschool age child, you can't just enroll them in it. You have to submit their application through the lottery, and then a couple months later, they send you a letter whether or not your child got in or not. From what I've heard, if you do live in Foxborough and you are thinking about putting your child in preschool, I've just heard such amazing things from people that their kids are like graduated from college and went to the preschool in this Foxborough school system, and they just still say such great things about it. So I definitely think it's worth kind of putting the application in if it's something that fits with your schedule. Schedule wise, I should also say that they do decide the schedule also. So you can either do 2 days, 3 days, or 4 days. But regardless of those days, it's 2 hours a day. So you don't have, it's not a big commitment. So if you are looking for more of something where your child will be in school for full time for the week and stuff, that might not be the right fit. However, if you do have more flexibility with the schedule and you can get them in for whatever they suggest, it is a great school option. So moving on, I'm going to continue to go with Foxborough just because that's where, well, I went Mansfield, Foxborough. So Oak Hill Country Day in Foxborough they accept kids from 2.9 to 5 years old. So not a great option if you have an infant and you want an infant in, but great option if you have a toddler age, preschool age child. They have a summer camp also, and I've heard really great things about it. Sunshine Country Day School in East Walpole is another really great one. They do infants to pre-K, and they are open from 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. So there's a lot of options there too if you are looking for something that has extended hours, and also, you can send infants all the way up to pre-K. That's it. Dedham Community Preschool. I used to work there back in my younger days. Great school. It's in an old Victorian house, and it was just an awesome experience. They do 15 months to 5 years, and I primarily worked in the toddler room, and then I did a little bit of time in the preschool room, and honestly, it was just a great experience, especially during the summer. They have a summer program too, so they do, officially end their school year based on a regular school year, but then they have a summer program where most of the teachers are still working with the kids, and it just becomes more of like a camp-like thing, and it's a lot of fun there. All right, so I think that concludes it. That's my fifth one. That is my fifth one on my list. If this is something that you guys enjoyed hearing about, I would certainly like to reach out to more moms and get other perspectives on different preschools. If there's a town of interest that you're wondering about preschool, I would love to research it for you, so just leave it in the comments below. Otherwise, I hope that this was very beneficial for anyone that is considering enrolling their child in a preschool or daycare program in some of the towns I talked about. And if you have any questions at all about relocating to another part of Massachusetts, or relocating to Massachusetts into any of the areas that I'm discussing, definitely reach out and I'd be happy to answer any questions that you might have. So that is it for me today. Stay tuned for my next neighborhood tour, which I still have to post, and I also will be talking about a different town later on this week. Have a great weekend, everyone.